too late to plan that summer getaway? NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung is here with everything you need to know. What are some of the best deals, Brian, out there right now?
Yeah, well, it's not too late. In fact, if you procrastinate, actually, you may have benefited because prices are coming down. So according to Hopper, they said that the average round trip ticket for a domestic itinerary is $265. That's the lowest that they've seen in years. Some examples of these itineraries: New York to Charleston, Chicago to Nashville, great weekend trips for under $100. Again, round trip. Dallas to San Juan, $163. And you can even go international, Miami to Rome, $440. The reason for some of the deflation that we've seen in airline fares is because of just general anxiety over the economy. Americans are opting for road trips instead of hitting the airports because they're worried, A, about TSA and Real ID, but they're also worried about the ability to budget out for the rest of the year because of the increasing costs of tariffs. So again, this is kind of part of the story, but for those that are willing to fly, good news, you could score a pretty good deal.
All right, help us out. If you want the hacks to save on everything summer vacation, what are some hacks?
Well, first off, use price tracking tools to make sure that you're really taking advantage of any sort of price drops. In fact, if you're waiting right now, use Google Flights. That's a good way to make sure that you can actually see, hey, the fare on this particular itinerary that I want to go on has dropped by $20 or $30. Now is the time to buy. Also, make sure that you're using your rewards cards. If, for example, you are flying on Southwest, there's a big change happening where effective tomorrow, any sort of new bookings will have to face bag fees, even though bags have flown free for most of the
Bags fly free.
That's what they do. But for tickets beginning tomorrow, they will no longer fly free. $35 for that first check bag. But if you have a rewards card, then you will be able to fly free with those bags. So again, same thing with Delta, same thing with other types of airlines as well if you are a credit card holder. So just make sure you're doing the math on that. And especially for some of those big ticket items, if you have cash back or rewards, you might as well use that because you can get some nice rewards for booking a pretty big itinerary.
I'm like an evangelist for packing light. Just don't check a bag.
Yep.
Just pack light.
I always try to carry on whenever I can.
Carry it on.
Yep.
When I can.
When you can. When you can.
Brian Chung, thank you. Well, there is good news this graduation season about a mother-daughter duo who received their diplomas together. But the path to this moment was not straightforward. Their amazing journey is a story about a second chance.